Hello everyone, I just got here and something a bit different for you today. I wanted to show you something I made in Blender. I have this model I made a while back just for myself and my own, just learning Blender and whatnot, and that's not really what this is about, but it is just to demonstrate something I've made. So I'm just going to move over to the compositing tab here, and what I've made is, don't mind that, that's not necessary. What I've made is this steel. So if you look at this closely, you can see there's something weird going on with the colors, like why are they changing the way that they are? There's some weird bands of like yellow and or it's a bit yellowy or green or blue or whatever's going on there. And the reason that is because this is a color remapping type deal is what I've made here. And how it works is I'll just take you step by step. You take the render image and you put it in this node and separate the channels, do them to a power of 0.5 to get them to the sort of relevant color space, because the way I did it, you have to go from you have to get it from the exponent that it normally, from the, no, it's logarithmic or whatever, from the way the color is in the rendered image into linear. So you have to put them to a power of 0.5 and then mix them with the, this doesn't work right now, but it's I'll circle back to that. But anyways, you do a little complex math on them and then you put them into this map UV node. And the texture for the map UV node is, let me just pull up the texture, is this, which is a color space deal. And what in the world? I don't know, there's some weird artifact there. I don't think that's actually part of the image. But there's this here, which is just a color space type deal. And you might be thinking, well, you basically just took in it. It's basically just a very poor quantization algorithm, is it? Well, no, because you see, if you go back to the compositor, what we can do is we can open image, and then I think it only shows, I don't think you can actually see what I'm doing here, but I'll just go with this one. And we come back, and the colors are different. Okay, and in retrospect, this was not a very well-chosen palette. This does not flatter the effect very well. Okay, so here I have opened the image I'm mapping to with the Blender UV node. And here I have a color palette. I'm sort of basing this off of like a DOS software renderer type deal. That's kind of what I'm going for. So what I can do is I can copy this, and then actually I can just paste it here, and then cut this, index 256 colors, convert, and then paste, realign this, make sure the original thing isn't visible so it can't cause any problems, and then export as, and then I'm just going to call this example and probably misspell it because I don't really care. Okay, now back in Blender, what I can do is I can head over to compositing, load up the texture I just had, and then now it is being indexed based on that texture we just made. And this doesn't look very good either. Thankfully, I do already actually have a one made based on that. I don't remember which one it was. This one, wasn't it? Yeah, this one was made with the actual colors I made the texture of this model with. And so, you know, naturally it looks a lot better. So yeah, this was just a neat thing I made in Blender that I felt like sharing. If I don't really know where to put like the dot blend file or whatever, if you wanted to take this and use it for your own projects, or if you wanted to look a bit more closely at how it works under the hood. But I don't know. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this little thing I just wanted to show off, I guess, that I made.